not because I like a clean work site. It's just that if things aren't tensioned in place, this way I can track and see what pops up. Like an area like that just finished building an hour ago, we stretch a little bit. So I hear things like there's a sticker out that says the sound of one stick breaking. So if I hear that in an area and I can't see if things have fallen off, so sometimes I sweep up as I go, but not because I'm a neat freak. It's just because I want to be able to look and see are things falling off.
It kind of sets.
It is still wood, even though it's a consumer product. Even though it's food grade. So it's just like you would make a wooden basket or structure. Like I said, it's just a fundamental sculpture problem. How to build something.
And this is sort of interesting right here. You have this intersection.
This is what I was talking about. This was the whole focus for this one. That's why I'm only the reason I'm working on this area today. There's more of a piece to be built. It's very time consuming to create literally the intersection, also that illusion of two forms moving through each other. Because it's actually just one form being built at the same time. But visually and pardon the language, conceptually, it will look like two sculptures intersecting. But it is all just one large form. But to make that appearance, I'm basically building them both at the same time, colliding together, as you watched. So.
Yeah.
But it's a...
That's pretty tough, though, to kind of make them intertwine, right?
Yeah, this is going to sound silly, but if you'd shown this to me 10 years ago, the first time I tried this, I've been like, how the hell? But based on what I did in January, like I said, I figured something out at the last show. So the whole idea of removing the studio so that I'm never making this work unless it's for the purpose of presentation means that I'm always immediately revisiting the most difficult thing that I just tried. So I feel like I'm just picking up with the puzzle that I left off with in January, which I think any working artist feels like they're trying to make themselves do the most difficult thing they know how to do. It's just mine is happening in a very public way, that if you want me to make the most difficult thing I know how to make, I'm going to make it in your space for the first time ever. son picks out my socks for me. All these great colorful socks. He selects for me to wear. That says, society prepares the crime, the criminal commits it. And that was sort of Italian. But like, I love all the morbid, not so positive fortunes. They sort of are the ideal. Yes, sir. Have I kept you hostage too long?
No.
What's funny is I think this shirt was printed and immediately went. I can still smell the ink drying on this. It's got this sparkle ink. Of course, now I have to go do this. You go see Jonathan at the coffee bar and get his coffee grounds too? He's got some coffee grounds under there.
Just make it more authentic, put some of his in there.
Yeah.
So after a project, do you have like wow, this is really cool, I just did that, or is it like okay, on to the next?
I still have a to-do list, and the top on the to-do list is to complete documentation. So all I'm thinking about is the taking shots. So right now I'm like, okay, I know I got to shoot from all four corners, I got to shoot details, I got to shoot each individual piece.
Okay.
And then I know I got to edit those photos and find the 10 or 15 best that'll populate my website. I got to resize them at 2 different sizes. I got to update my website, which all that will be done in the next 24 hours. And then I got to edit my movie, which I edit mostly in camera, so I just have to import it to my sad old Macintosh. And then I have to send an email, update some people on what I did, and then applications are due. So it's all one continuous effort to keep the ship afloat. So there's no, like, the work's not, the reward from work is more work. Like, that's not my saying, I'm just a machine of quoting other people's ideas, but that's all. So no, I just know, like, you know, and like, I have to stay on top of it because the show, like, is not like I have to get it out there. You know, local press is one thing, but now I have to, not press per se, but I have a list of people I'll send it to, and then I'll follow up with some people who I want opportunities with, and, you know, I don't know, and then post it in a few select places, like my website, and then and face-to-face, and then I don't know. And then I gotta get the oil change in the car next week. And I gotta take care of kids. And I know we need to get diapers. Okay. Hold this in. Yep.
I said there is like such a process.
This is why I like just shooting stills. Because I'll import this like, what is it, like 6 frames per second?